Hey y'all. Hey. I'm back. Hey Matthew Whittington. Hey Neil. Neil, you ain't got a purple top fan badge beside your name. It probably ain't even Neil. But hey Queen. Queen said, hey Brazi, what's the tea? Chill. Chill. Honey, the only thing I can say is y'all still watching her suck on them bones. Suck on them bones. Forgot to turn it on. It's me. Oh, okay. I'm not working now. Okay. Oh, y'all still watching her suck on them bones and stuff. Child, I don't see how y'all can do it. I don't see how y'all can do it. It's too much for me. It's too nasty. It's too nasty. Mm-mm. I mean, some people got it and some people don't. And she ain't got it in that department. That niche, sure no. Sure no. But happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday evening. Ooh, I'm wrapped up in this blanket because it's kind of cold in here. It's air. But y'all listen. Y'all see the thumbnail is kind of, it's vague. It's just a picture of me, but the title is kind of self-explanatory. You know what I mean? So the title is telling y'all what we got to talk about, right? And this is gonna be a double whammy. hmm It's gonna be your husband blessed, got a queen bee like you, and he knows it. He knows it. Thank you though. But y'all, I was looking at a video earlier, and it's kind of a buzz. It's kind of a buzz here on YouTube. It's also, buzzing on Instagram. But y'all know, what's the name? Arcola. Um, Arcola. I think that's what they call her. I don't know if that's her real name or not. But she is one one of the baby mamas of NBA YoungBoy. One of them, because I think he has like 10, 11. Okay, don't quote me, but because I might not be accurate, but he got a bunch of kids by a bunch of different females. And she she took the Instagram and she went live, and she was saying that when she went to pick up their son, their child together, he jumped on her and hit her with the piece. I guess pistol whipped or whatever. And I kind of want to bring that up to y'all because I don't know, some of y'all might have seen it. Like I said, it's kind of buzzing here on YouTube and stuff. A lot of people done talked about it. But I think that's a real topic because that's something that's like happening to everyday women. And y'all know when I literally discuss something, I kind of want to just keep it real and talk about it. Because to me, that's not like some people would say like celebrity gossip or whatever. Okay. Um, but it's women in real life. It's women, every day that might don't have the celebrity title attached to them and stuff, and they going through stuff like that. Okay. Um, so I wanted to talk about that, right? But before you like, brush this off and, start talking about, how, it's celebrity and I'm gossiping about, no, let me just stop you right there. Okay. Let me just stop you right there because to me, in my opinion, how many women every day have to take to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, go live, just to be believed in order to be for people to believe them. You know what I'm saying? You know, to me, I don't feel that this is about clout when we're talking about everyday women, okay? Every day, you know, it's not about clout with them. It's about pain and patterns, and man, I mean, silence, basically. Fear. They don't come out and talk about this stuff. Um, So over here, in the friend zone, sometimes when we talk about things, we talk about topics that people they like to ignore. They like to sweep them up under the rug. You know what I'm saying? They don't really talk about um, some things that happen. It's been other things that we done talked about, and those issues too. Y'all know they right there on my channel that people don't talk about, but it happens. But they don't talk about it like it does not exist. You know, I know one time we talked about witchcraft. It exists, whether you people want to talk about it or not. Hey Marva, whether people want to talk about it or not, it happens. Yeah, people out here, they doing witchcraft. People just don't talk about it. They don't put it on, Front Street like that. Excuse me, they don't put it on Front Street. Um, what was it? His Duchess and something. It was the guy that went live, y'all, and he was exposing his. They was married though. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. They was married, but he went live and he was like exposing her for burning him, for giving him herpes, okay, for cheating and for doing this, that, and the third, like literally. And she was there, but that just recently happened. He unalived her, okay. And when we first had talked about it, I was like, the part of that video when she was like, yeah, well, tell him the story about such and such. And she called out some guy, I'm going to just make up a name, Gucci. Tell him the story about Gucci. And he was like, no, you tell him. But the look on his face was like, I wish you would. I mean, it was so serious, his expression, and it was sinister, from me watching it, right? And she was like, let me put on my shoes. And she started putting on her tennis shoes and stuff. And I was like, come on now, girl. I mean, to me, she should have been getting the heck up out of there. Should have been getting the hell up out of there while she was tying the shoestring, you know what I'm saying, lacing the shoes up and stuff. And so she was like, yeah, when when I picked you up and you got out, yeah, why you throw your medical records out the window or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, she went to exposing him because he was exposing her for the herpes. Not once, y'all, in the entire video did she say when he was talking about herpes, she was in his ear, in his ear, egging him on. And she was like, yeah, and what you do? And what you do? You was licking the bumps. I was like, honey, you talked yourself to that. I mean, if it sound rash, Forgive me. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Because some of the stuff that she was saying, you already dealing with a I think he has some mental issues going on. But you already dealing with a man that has anger issues. He got a lot of stuff going on upstairs, and she was talking about, while he was live, y'all, she had her friend girl on the phone, and the friend girl, she was egging the argument on. You know what I'm saying? And the friend girl, I don't know if they was watching the live, in the live, or whatever the case may be, but it was entertainment for the audience. I don't know if people really get that or not, but y'all be going live and stuff. Y'all know you just entertaining people. People sitting in their house or wherever they sitting at looking at you make a damn fool out of yourself. Call yourself trying to expose somebody and talk a whole bunch of damn sugar honey iced tea about somebody. No, all you doing is entertaining the next person. They really don't care, because if they did, the audience would have been saying something other than what they were saying. So anyway, when he was like, "Nah, you tell him, you tell him." She went to put on her shoes and stuff, y'all, and she was like, "Y'all, yeah, let me put on my shoes, cause I don't wanna have to die for this. Mm. Yeah, cause I'm gonna have to tell y'all this tea later." Come on now, that's like provoking. That's like poking the bear. You know what I'm saying? It's like his whole facial expression changed. Like it was just something. But the whole with me saying all that, in the end, homegirl, he did unalive her and himself. Okay, so I'm pretty sure some of y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. But so Arcola, or whatever they call her on Instagram, she went live on Instagram and she was saying how he did all that stuff to her. Okay, and I'm like, what? First of all, it say a lot. Um, a lot of people would have like different. To me, this is a topic that would have different perspectives. Okay, this is a conversation where this person might have a question or a statement or both. Okay, this person might have a question or statement or both, and vice versa. It's like a domino effect. Everybody got, some people might have different perspectives about this, right? Hey, Raphael. And Raphael said, "I'm from Brazil." Okay, welcome in. And I just feel like when we talk about that, the perspectives that people gonna have, right? Some people might say like, "Oh, she doing it for clout." Then some people might say, "Well, he a rapper, he got money." Some people might say, "Well, that, I mean, it's all stupid if you ask me." It's what some people might literally say, like, I mean, because, girl, if he didn't have the rap career, the gold chains, the money, this, that, and third, I mean, strip all that away from him and what you got. Literally, that could be somebody's perspective, right? So, y'all know that when we do discuss things of this nature, we tell the truth, okay? Because I think that telling the truth should not be controversial, okay? Believe in them. Believe in somebody that goes live. Um, it shouldn't it shouldn't be all that just to believe them. They shouldn't have to try to go viral, okay, or go live and this, that, and the third. It's stupid if you ask me. I just know deep down that this is something that a lot of people, they have went through. A lot of people is not coming out and speaking on certain things because of fear, for one. Okay, they might be scared to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. Um, let's see. I mean, just different reasons why a person, you know, just, I don't know, just, might not open up to something like that. We've talked about, if we were domestic violence. Men go through that too. Men don't just come out. You think they gonna tell their family? that old girl over there whooping on him? No, but it happens. You got little frail little men out here. You got men who soft, okay? Um, or maybe they just don't, that ain't their cup of tea. That ain't their stilo. Hey Jazz. What's that? Jazz? Yeah, Jazz. I mean, that's not their cup of tea. That ain't their stilo. You know what I'm saying? But it still shouldn't be your damn cup of tea or your stilo to let her doggone pound on you. Like, what? Hell no. Pick up a damn big heavy object or some shit and knock her. I'm just saying, y'all ain't trying to promote a man beating on a woman. But hey, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, right? Because, I mean, we both human. We both doggone bleed red at the end of the day. Now, some women out here, they built manly. Shoot, they arms big watermelon arms, just pounding on my little back. I'm just saying, y'all. So check this, as far as like, the perspectives and stuff. Mm, 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 mm. Like I said, y'all, some people, some women, they accept it. They might not tell nobody because they're scared. They scared of how people might perceive them. Um, some women just don't care. Okay, they take it. They gonna take it. They gonna take the cheating. They gonna take the disrespect. They gonna take all the stuff you doing to. They're just gonna take it because what? You might got some money. Period. They just don't care. And this is an example, y'all. P Diddy. Y'all know that girl that he had jumped on in the elevator. That's a good example right there. Mm-hmm. That's a good example. Now, some people, they might say, well, she had a long time to say something. Why she ain't been said nothing? Why she ain't been took a lawsuit out on him? I mean, or anything, but that is a perception that some people might have. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. um, as far as young, what's his name? Excuse me, NBA YoungBoy. Don't he got like a school of baby mamas or something, y'all? Whole bunch of baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Some of them. Now, come on now. You know that child support is banging. If they getting it, that child support is like substantial. It's a large amount. Okay? Some people might say, well, it's got to be the money because homegirl don't ever have a kids. You know what I'm saying? She don't never have a kid. She ain't teaching them nothing. She don't you don't see her with them. She not raising them. Such and such raising them. You know what I'm saying? She not instilling no morals, no values in them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what woman, like for real, that's in their right mind, y'all, that's in their right mind. Mm. Hey, Joyce. Joyce said, hey, Brazi in chat. Name by name. I know that's right. How you doing, Joyce? Happy Thursday, girl. But, um, yeah, she not instilling nothing in them. So, at the end of the day, y'all, what woman would want to have some doggone kids or family by him, by that little boy? Okay? I mean, for real. Only some young girl that barely know things about life, barely know anything about life, don't know nothing about cooking, really. It's, got to run an Instagram or Facebook for her recipes. Okay? I'm just saying, okay? Um, and I say that because if she did know something about life, that right there wouldn't even be going on. First and foremost, she would not. A woman. Hey, Brett, I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm just now recovering from an eye injury. Well, good, Joyce. I'm glad that you are recovering, okay? I'm glad that you're recovering. and that you feel better now, because I know, honey, eyes like a toothache. But I'm glad that you got it taken care of and you back to feeling good. Um, y'all, because literally, if that little girl, if she did know, you know, it would just show in her choice of men. Okay, without the money, without the rap contracts, what would you see? Like literally, what would you see, y'all? Like for real. So did he? Did young boy? What's his name? I'm talking about young boy. NBA. Your youngest daughter hit me in my eye. It's a long story. I think you mentioned something about that before, Joyce. I think you mentioned something about that before. Yeah, see, and don't drop your business in here, honey. And some people, honey, over there in the bushes, honey, they just don't drop. Don't drop your business in here. Yeah, NBA young boy, honey. So my question is, did he go back to school? Did he go like back to college? Did he pursue a college education? No. Well, I don't know. I'm saying no, but hell, I don't know. Okay, but what I am gonna say is this: in my opinion, it's the money that to them that makes the world go round. They not. Marva said no. I know he has 8 kids. Ain't that something? 8 kids. See, she see. Why would you want to have a baby, let alone two, let alone one, two? Why would you even want to be in a relationship? Okay, he young. Look what he talk about when he do rap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he getting money and stuff, but that's more on the business. That's another life. Okay, you getting money and stuff, but they don't be understanding. Period. They do not be understanding. Okay, they don't be understanding. They know nothing about business. Point blank. Period. They don't know nothing. All they see is the labels, the shoes, the clothes, the cars, the jewelry. That's all they see, and because that's all they've never seen that before, according to their backgrounds. Okay, according to how some of them still living, they're not used to the come up. I'ma just say that. Okay, I'ma just say that. I mean, cause look, some of them doggone come out, get out that environment, and now you're making all this money only to go back to prison. That makes no sense. That's like, ain't that defeating the purpose? Ain't that defeating the purpose? Joyce said I don't buy any name brand stuff. That's just me. But ain't that defeating the purpose, y'all? The whole purpose of even putting in all that work and doing all that rapping for years, and now you done made it out the hood. Okay, that was the whole purpose, right? So now you out and you making good money, and you in a position to move your mama. Now the family living better, this, that, and the third. Only for what? 4 5 years, there you in the paper. You all on TV. You got to go and do a bid. You got to lay it down like, what? That just don't make sense to me. Okay? Y'all, let's move on, right? Let's move on. Okay? Um, so yeah, that's what they be thinking. That money, that almighty dollar, that's what makes the world go round. Okay? They don't have no thought. They ain't thinking about no damn retirement. They're not. Y'all, I can say something right now. I don't know. He can't be in jail if she just, unless she talk about something. Unless she talking about something old, and if she is talking about something old, honey, I know it's for clout. That'll be what I would say. I know it's for clout. If he is in jail right now, and she just now, because I mean, it's all on YouTube. Y'all just search it up. All you gotta do is put it in, her name, his name, whatever. Put it in, and all these doggone channels talking about that. She just did that live and stuff. Period. If he is locked up and she's saying that, then she doing it for clout. She's doing it for clout. Yep. She doing it too for some clout, for some attention, for some clicks, for some views, literally and truly. I guess that's just the way now. That's real people they hate it on. But the lames and stuff, no, hey, they love them. They like fake. I don't know. That's just the way. That's just the way it is. That's the rule. Okay, period. Now, I know he was on house arrest. Ain't that something? Child, I really don't know. I didn't, this ain't my type of hype to literally like research and doing all that. That ain't my type of hype. But I feel like it is important to speak to whoever's listening. Speak to my people about. I feel that's important. Yeah, yeah, because it is a lot of different perspectives and a lot of different angles and stuff that people could talk about. I actually love his music. Yeah, a lot of people love his music. hmm Yeah, a lot of people love his music. You know, um, a lot of people do. Okay, but like I said, y'all, retirement, a lot of them ain't studying that. Okay, if they was, honey, you be seeing them flip that money. Okay, flip that money, getting ready, getting set up. I'm just saying, okay, generating more income, like period. But that's not what y'all see. Okay, that ain't what y'all see. What? Child, get on up out of here. We talking about something. You come in talking about that with the name alphabets and alpha whatever. But yeah, like literally, y'all. So I wanted to talk about that. But I also wanted to talk about something else, y'all. And before I do, hold on, let me fix my blanket, my little blanket. Before I do, y'all, let me just make my own disclaimer. Brazi so petty. It's cold in Ohio. As well. Is it? Ain't it summertime? But it's doing cold. So yeah, before we moved into that, I wanna state my little disclaimer. Yeah, it's summer, but it's cold. Well, I don't want to be there. Ain't Ohio? Ain't that where Bethany live? Be love. Ain't that where she live at? In Ohio. Dang. She ain't saying nothing about the weather. I ain't heard her say anything about the weather. Cause I sure do. I watch his Bethany Honey. Mm-mm. Hey SG, I watch his Bethany Honey. I sure do. I like me a good little mukbang. Yep. Some of them, just I can't get with. I can't get with some of them sitting there eating them damn noodles. And she lives 2 hours away from me. Joyce said, "Okay, yeah, I do. I like. I do. Some people I done seen though. They commentary. They commentary. I can't get with they damn the mukbangs. Like the food they might be eating or whatever. It's cool. Like it look good and everything, but it's the damn commentary that'll make me click off. Like seriously. But Bethany, honey, her commentary, um, what she be talking about. I know I be hearing her talk and stuff, and I would really love if Joyce said I'm lost. I haven't been on YouTube. If I had like the opportunity or something, I would tell her. I would tell Bethany like but that's just Bethany though. She don't really tell like real life story times. Okay. and it's mainly like family driven, um, and that's where the buck stops. And she do her mukbangs, and she talk how she talk, and that's where the buck stops. Period, point blank. Everybody got their own style. Everybody got their own style of commentary. Okay. Hmm. So, y'all, before I forget, let me put my disclaimer up. Okay. Y'all know we do have the copyright disclaimer, and I'll be attaching that to my lives and stuff. But I'm gonna put me one on there for a second layer of security. Y'all know how Google be doing you with your phone and stuff, right? Hey, do you know if her sister-in-law went there on the 4th of July? Who is her sister-in-law? Who is that? And please don't name drop Joyce. Don't know and don't care. Don't know and don't care. That's when I do not watch her channel. On the Stack of Bibles, I do not watch her channel, point blank, period. I do not watch her channel. That's okay. But you can go ahead and remove it. You can remove her name. Mm-mm. But but no. To answer your question, no, she didn't. Mm-mm. Walt went by himself, as he always do, as he always do. Thank you, boo. But yeah, he went by himself, and how long he stayed up there? I don't even know if he back. I don't watch. I don't watch. I don't watch. There we go. George said that's what I thought. Yeah, cause I don't watch Walt every day. Mm-mm. Now I know if we was talking about Walt, I started watching Walt the day that Bethany introduced him to everybody, and I've been watching him ever since. And I've been watching him ever since. Walt is a real cool guy. I have spoke with Walt on Messenger a couple times. Oh honey, it might be some pictures. She lied. She lied. I mean, it was a friendly conversation. It wasn't all like that. Um, mm, 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 mm. um, what was that? What? Let's see. Yeah, but I started watching him a long time ago. The day she literally introduced him to everybody, and honey, this let me, cause baby, but Walt no, okay, Walt no, it wasn't no bullying going on. It wasn't none of that. But back then it was a whole nother Brazi. A whole nother I'm talking about I didn't know anything about YouTube. I didn't know what I know now. I did not know how to do most of the things that I know how to do now when it comes to YouTube, okay? Um, so yeah, but I do know this. The videos that I seen, he was up there by himself. And yes, as always, he was in them 2 and 3 digits. I mean, and Walter and Bethany, they have a special kind of relationship. They have a good sibling relationship, brother sister relationship. They laugh. I mean, not just now, but Walter has always loved Bethany. Boy, and you could tell she loved her brother, you know. And a lot of people is like that. It's not just, because of them. It's just like that. But every time, I remember one time he didn't get to go home, poor Walt. Boy, honey, I sure did. I made a video, honey. I said, Walt, because he did, y'all. Walt looked so sad. Ooh, he looked sad. He was by himself, and it was Thanksgiving. He was by himself, sitting at that table. I said, That's all I said. Look at him. I mean, and I don't know if I made a video or if I went live. I don't know, but I did it. Cause he did. He did. Walt looked like he wanted it. I mean, he was just like, just lost. He looked sad. I mean, he just did. I keep yawning, but I know it's this blanket, this thick blanket. I know that's what it is. But yeah. So he gets his views and stuff when he be up there, and he do what he do. I don't know if he back home. Yeah. I might need to catch up on old Walt too after I finish this live. Catch up on old Walt. Yep. That'll be my night medicine. I can go to sleep off of him. But anyway, y'all, carrying on. Okay. Now, let me just say this. I want to make my own disclaimer. Y'all know how. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Ooh, I'm back. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for holding. So I was talking about my own disclaimer. And y'all know this is a discussion, so I don't have to like step back into that pile of boo boo. And have to deal with some more false strikes. So the disclaimer is there's no audio, okay? No one else's audio but mine. There's no video but mine, okay? Y'all are looking at my photo, okay? So let me just put that out there for all y'all, that was wondering, well, what happened, okay? What happened? All you gotta do is you can start with the channel. You can go to the shorts tab, video tab, or the live tab, okay? So boom, let's talk about this, y'all. Y'all know how earlier for me, I was watching a video and I heard an individual say, I'm taking another route to work. And that literally made me pause. It made me pause, okay? And I'm speaking for a lot of people, okay? They might say, well, is that what you wore? Every single morning sitting in the car and holler about, I'm on the way to work. In a sundress. I'm just saying, okay? But you're a PCA. And then other questions might be like, well, what happened to the scrubs? They might ask that, okay? And they might say, well, do you really be evading people? You know, anything, okay? Because I heard, well, and see, I'm trying to work on my birthday gift now. Y'all already know it's coming, right? Y'all already know it's coming. So when I say it's coming, I'm talking about this. This individual had, well, I don't know what to call him. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what to call him, but I'm going to just call him Copper Top. Copper Top, he didn't come through Christmas. He didn't come through on the birthday. He didn't come through Valentine's Day. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. In fact, he didn't come through Thanksgiving. So, I'm just saying. So another question, guys. Hey Ricky. Another question is this. If you had an infestation, okay, in your home, in your apartment, what would you do? If you had an infestation, that's just a question. Like, would would that like take precedence over something else? You know, like if you had a choice between that infestation and that's making it, like unbearable for you to be at home, making it like uncomfortable for your kids and maybe your fur babies, if you have any, you know, um, what would you do? Would you just, if you only had like maybe $25 to your name, are you going to go and get your fill in, or are you going to try to go and buy some stuff that can help manage that infestation? Okay? At least until you can get pest control or or your landlord can, get somebody out there to kind of manage it, help to, kill them off or whatever the case may be, right? So those are just questions that, boom, I'm pretty sure that people had, right? So during that, I had received an email, and I think it was from, well, I don't think. I received an email, and it was from the live, and a commenter asked a question, and or some for some advice, and the commenter wanted to know um, about their like friend guy, um, boyfriend, or whoever he might have been, and they were saying that they had been with him for maybe 5 years, I think it was 5 years, and they asked her what should they do or whatever they was asking her, which I know, okay, a lot of y'all know that was like BS. You know what I'm saying? They was literally making that up just to get her to say something, okay? Um, and so her advice was, what? You need to leave that MF right where he at. Mm, let's see how I pause. That's your advice? You know, this person has talked about the algorithm many, countless, several times. Has talked about the targeted audience several times. Okay, her targeted audience, and I'm just asking because literally, y'all, on a stack of Bibles, this individual had an ex that committed committed a crime, a heinous crime, against a 10-year-old little girl. Okay? And in fact, allegedly, okay, she was friends with the little girl's mama. Mm. So he did a bid, okay, a prison bid. He went to court. He was charged, went to court. He was convicted. He was sent to prison for years, did his sentence, okay. Well, she knew about it. Mm. She has literally came out her mouth and said, "Oh, I'll never be with him. No, that, what, all that, this, that, and the third, okay." But she lived with him. She loved on him. She kissed him, jumped up and down, literally tried to beat him in the heads of thousands of women right here in this sector. Make people think that, he was a good man, okay? Tried to deceive and deceive. I'm talking about she deceived so many people countless times and tried to convince them, make them literally turn over and stop saying that was weird. Okay? That was weird because it was. It was weird. They lived together for years. Okay? She came out her mouth and told everybody that. But now, she almost 60. Still out here getting burnt by love. Still out here jumping up and down, jumping from man to man, squatting in bandos, abandoned apartments and buildings and stuff, allegedly. Throw that in there. Still out here getting evicted, living with rats and gnats and eating from and behind anybody. Out here filing false strikes, lying on people, all because, they literally telling the truth, talking about, content that she herself has uploaded, right? She done literally cussed her mama out on live, called the mama a bitch. Oh, and that same mama made a video right here in this sector, okay, where she said, "Yep, we smoke crack together." Mm, mm. Y'all smoke crack together. Wow. Yeah, the mama was talking about it. She went in about it. Talked about, how She was embarrassed of her, and she ain't this, that, and the third, and da 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 da. Okay, if you was there, you done seen the video, all that stuff, right? So, um, at 60, still going out of town to meet strange men, because we all know catfishing a man, okay, with some 30-year-old photos that you don't look nothing like them pictures you got up there, okay, on them dating sites. Um, Allegedly, okay, let me put that word up there. People, she out here exploiting children, small kids. Now, y'all know this creep, okay? He has took on the title of being a pedo. That is what people call him, and y'all know what pedo is short for, okay? So she even told her little cousin to dance for a grown man while the grown man was laid back on the bed with his hands behind his head, right? I'm just saying now. Now, all of that stuff that I just told y'all do know that it's pages and pages and pages and pages. I could go on and on and on and on, right? But literally, I said all of that to say that's doing the most, okay? That's when people do the most with their truth, with their truth, with the truth, period, point blank. One man she dated, y'all, he was like in his 70s. Um, she allegedly, let me put that in there, okay? She allegedly pushed him down, knocked him out. He bumped his head, and, she left him, just left him, okay? I'm just saying, did he have a concussion? Okay. The man could have bled out. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just saying. Okay. And vindictive. Okay. Very, very, very vindictive. Child, she went live and was making like she had a doggone disease, y'all. A disease, honey. She went live. These is her words. Y'all, I don't know what's wrong with me dying now. I don't know. I mean, very vindictive. Yeah. She went so far as to catch a ride to the doggone doctor's office and never went in. Sat outside and went live and said it. Never went in. Said she was there at the doctor to go and check her for JJ. All because Copper Top wasn't messing with her like that. He wasn't coming home for days on end. He didn't treat her like the girlfriend or anything, y'all. If you was there, you was there, okay? He didn't pay to upgrade that apartment, one of them bandos, allegedly, okay? What he did, he paid her, all right. He paid her. Paid her no attention, okay? So, I'm just saying, he got what he wanted, okay? He literally got all the blood out that turnip that he could, and then he bounced on that ass. Period. Okay? Now, if you was there, you was there. If you know, you know. Okay? That I'm not making any of this stuff up. Okay? YouTube done literally terminated 2 of this individual's channels. Okay? So when you hear that, I'm not normal. I pop out. Yeah, I pops out. Cause I ain't normal. I never will be. When you hear the nun, the usher board, church voice, like the mother of the church, them old ladies being, y'all know. I just don't be fooled, okay? YouTube wasn't fooled now time when they took them channels. They wasn't fooled when the false strikes was literally put in against my channel. They wasn't fooled when they literally read that fake cease and desist letter. And I don't want y'all to be fooled either. Period. But I said all of that to say this. Okay? I know you're listening. Trust me. I know you're listening. You always listen. You always listen. Talking about listen. I'm tired. Okay? She always listen. Baby, that's when people doing the most, okay? When people are telling the truth, it is not doing the most. When it's doing the most, it's because an individual does not want to hear truths about them. They don't want, okay? They don't want the truth to be exposed. No. These new people coming in, they don't have, man, literally, y'all. I think it was the other day. Somebody new was like, yeah, I'm fairly new. Um, no, it was some people on a poll that I had put up. And it was like, well, um, they voted on the poll, and it was like, I'm new, I'm fairly new, you know. But for the people that's not new, y'all know what's up. Hey, going strong. For the people that's not new, y'all know what's up. And y'all know I'm not pulling nothing out the sky. I ain't pulling nothing out the crack of my doggone butt. I ain't talking out the side of my neck or nothing. Y'all already know everything that I'm saying is true. And literally, I'm saying it because I just think that it's kind of cray-cray for people to do the most, okay, with their commentary, do the most with people that come into their life, do the most with their friends, a couple of days to use them up, go out to eat, and then boom. When they're not friends no more. You talking doggone big junk about them. And by the way, don't have a damn no kind of room, okay, to be talking. None. Um, that's doing the most, okay? When you will dox your mama, your aunt, your cousin, when you dox the town drunk's full address on down to the damn zip code, oh yeah, that's doing the most, okay? And so literally, they don't, she just trying to fool y'all, okay? Y'all know the other day we talked about how women are really emotional versus a man, and we talked about how when it's like behind when you going through something, women is not susceptible to, keep it bottled up. Some of us will, okay? And so therefore I know that y'all understand where I'm coming from when I say this. Y'all understand. We will keep some things bottled up. So I'm saying that to make y'all understand that it's not a bed of roses like she trying to portray. It's not a bed of roses. I promise y'all. It's not a bed of roses. It's not a cakewalk. It's not none of that. She just acting and portraying and putting on a front because it's new people. It's new people that don't even know the backstory. It's new people that don't even know half the stuff what we be talking about. They just be jumping in there. They just a push the like button or whatever because they just following suit of everybody else. Okay? Then some of them might be just like her. Okay? They can resonate. They like that because they are peas in a pod. They just like her. You know what I'm saying? But there's real women, there's women out there. No, no, no. What? Give that shit a like? And you doing all what? Give that a like, girl, honey, child, please. It's just some women that just won't, period. So when people, hey, Stephanie. So when people talk about doing the most, that's what you call doing the most. Yeah, you're right. That's what you call, you are absolutely right. That is what you call doing the most, and you do the most. I do the most because there's some people that ain't doing enough. For us to be doing the same thing, okay, I got to do the most, okay? But I do the most because it's literally that foundation of me doing the most is built off of truth, okay? Your foundation is built off of lies, huh? I'm just saying, three little piggies come down, honey. Who be blowing that air and knocks the houses down? Mine ain't going nowhere, but yours just as doggone what? Made of doggone hay. And child, honey, please, girl, honey. So I'm just saying, y'all, okay? Okay? I wanted y'all to understand because these are two things that's important, okay, to me. A liar, a compulsive liar, oh my God, that's one thing I cannot stand a liar. I can't stand it, okay? It's a lot of y'all can't stand a liar. Just be lying for no apparent reason. Period. But then they want to do all this talking about everybody else, but be saying the very thing that you be the one doing. That I'm not getting. That right there, I'm just not getting why that individual does that. Okay? I'm not understanding that. We've heard her before. These was her words. I ain't giving. I don't like getting my money. I can't. I don't like paying no rent. Right? Okay. Did you or did you not say that? Okay. The new people don't know that you said it, but you said it. Okay. That's why y'all hear about the RV. That's why you see the couch surfing. That's why you see the, the squatting. Cause you know what I'm saying? No, 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 no. Well, no money's turned over to nobody for nothing. You can show the proof and still lie. Right, Stephanie, thank you, girl. Right. You can show them the proof right there in their face, and they'll still lie, still try to turn it around. And don't forget how they turn it around and make like it's I mean literally done. They so good, they master manipulators, y'all. I'm talking about when you first start dealing with one, you don't even know how to you don't know how to deal. You don't know how. They're gonna win every single argument. They're gonna win. Even if you are right, they're in the wrong. Guess what? They're gonna win because they are masters at that. It's just how they are. It's a personality trait, like I told y'all. They're masters at it. The only time you get better and better, and you start learning how to deal with them, it comes from dealing with them. Period. Being with them. Period. And over time, you just start developing a sense of, how to deal with them, how to talk back with them, how to, if you have to argue with them, you develop that. Okay, you develop that, how to handle a narcissist, how to handle their narcissistic damn behavior. Yes, you do. Y'all know y'all not getting no fluff from me. Y'all know y'all not gonna get no fluff from me. Point blank period, we done talked about. No, we didn't. Because I seen that. Literally. We haven't. But I want to talk to y'all about female narcissists too. And how you can tell a female narcissist. Okay? I want to talk about that coming up. All right? But now, when we talk about narcissists, yeah, these men, oh yeah, honey. A man narcissist, they the worst kind. But female narcissist is out here. And some of y'all, the information that I have on that, oh honey, I know y'all gonna be like, she ain't told nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth, okay? And we're gonna talk about that as well, y'all. So I'm just saying, okay? But literally everything that I wrapped up for y'all is for y'all newbies that didn't know. Okay, so go back and catch the replay. Listen to some of this stuff. Yeah, I'm telling you. Y'all know we talked about how the past sometimes will reflect on the future. Okay, unless your behavior shows where you're doing things different now. Okay, literally and truly, nobody's not no. That's why. Ain't nothing over there different. Everything's still the same. Still. Y'all know I've talked about still. STILL. You still here. You still ain't doing shit. You still lying. You still doggone disrespecting people. You still. The only thing that's changing is each year that go by, you get older. You get a year older each year, but you still doing the same shit that you was doing 5 years ago. Period, point blank. Okay? And that is why, y'all, that is why them 4 strikes was put in against the friend zone. And that is why YouTube reversed them. YouTube seen it my way. Period. I guess YouTube said, honey, y'all might as well stop that. Because it ain't even like that, okay? I mean, just straight up lied. Straight up lied. But y'all, I keep on mentioning it. Why haven't you gave the people some feedback on that? Why haven't you gave the people some feedback on the court date? Why you acting like the court date didn't happen? Why you acting like I didn't find out through them that, oh, you do know that she got to take you to court? Why you not saying nothing about the court date? Huh? Why I had to come and tell y'all about that? She was the claimant that was sitting there. Bye bitch, this and that, da-da-da. Yeah, you gone. The end zone. This, that. She was the one rubbing it in. So why she didn't rub that in? Why she didn't rub that in? Yeah, I got to take it to court. Yeah, I know. Because you know this been happening for years. Okay. Okay. That's how you feel. Like, remember the day? Yeah, I think I'm having a mental breakdown now. Oh, see? See? Now, if you would have took me to court, you could have showed the court where you was having a mental breakdown. Because the person that has a mental breakdown, they're going to go to the doctor. And the doctor is going to write that shit down. The doctor is going to write down anything he might prescribe you. There go your proof right there. Period. But the fact of the matter is, y'all, she couldn't do nothing with me but lie. Period. That's it. That's why you heard the, report. I don't want cash apps. I just want to go home. That's why y'all heard all of that. I promise y'all. That's why y'all got all of that. Okay? You cannot compete where you cannot compare. I literally done told y'all that. I have literally told y'all about the 1K, and all that, all the videos that y'all might say, I done told you where they coming from. There ain't nothing that I have not talked about over here. Point blank period. We done broke it all down. Okay? Don't think that it's there. Okay? It's there. Don't think that um YouTube don't still have the videos of her and Copper Top and that pillar. Don't think that YouTube don't still have the videos of them in the back room moaning and carrying on this family oriented app. I'm just saying, I'm just saying because they do. This is what I told her, honey. Honey, you say what? I'm your number one op, baby. Well, your number one ops don't even act like that. Ops don't operate like that. You're my number one op, baby. I'm your competition. That's all. That's it and that's all. Because ops don't do that. If that was the case, I would never tell you. Girl, they built in a case on you. Okay? He's, huh? Say what now, Lisa? Okay. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. But one thing, wherever, wherever, okay, where you at? One thing I do know is the videos and stuff that we was talking about when we literally reacted to them. One thing I do know is that we touched on the truth. Everything, every reaction, every live stream was nothing but the truth. Period. Okay? I don't care. Everything. All the holidays, the birthdays, Thanksgiving, everything. Everything, honey. Okay? I'm talking about from the day down there at the doggone hedges. Huh? Allegedly slept with him on the first day. I'm just saying. I'm just saying allegedly. Okay? Child, who? Who? Going hard. Huh? Going hard. Because you want me gone. What? Going hard because you couldn't take it. Yeah, no. Remember you said, I just wouldn't be me if I ain't rub it in. Guess what? I wouldn't be me if I ain't tell the damn truth. How about that? How about that? See, y'all don't hear us speak on telling. You know, I'm a truth teller. Say you is. You a truth teller. Well, why you tell so many damn lies if you a truth teller? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, huh? Child, I mean, cause it just don't. I just for the life of me, y'all, I just don't understand how people can, think that they can go around and they can have these low vibrationals. Right, Stephanie said both are terrible. Yeah, I just don't understand how people can walk around and think they can do all this sugar honey iced tea to people, say all this doggone sugar honey iced tea to people, live these low vibrational, okay, lie feel damn lives. Okay, just telling all these lies and then say, oh, I'm a celebrity. Celebrity, well, celebrity world, because everybody talking about you. That's what literally is in your head, making you feel like you a celebrity, because everybody talking about you, child. Because most people just literally picking at you. Okay, most people just literally picking at you. But that's why you want me gone, because no damn picking. I ain't you. All you gotta do is look in the mirror. I ain't got to pick on you. Okay. Oh, oh, Lisa, that's what you was saying. He's back. He's on lockdown. Well, Walt is at home. Honey, I was watching one of Walt's videos, and somebody in the damn comments gonna talk about stay up there. Told Walt to stay in Ohio. I said, now y'all know y'all wrong. I just started laughing when I seen that, because y'all know how we do, honey. We run straight to the damn comments. Mm-hmm. Run straight to the comments. Yeah. Said Walt need to stay at home, you know. But Walt, Walt, he's married now. You know, Walt, he's married. He's older. He's older now. So, and plus, that's something that he wanted to do. Nobody forced Walt to do anything. He is a grown man. Okay, he made his own decisions, and I'm pretty sure that's what Bethany said too. Walt grown. Walt ain't no baby. I'm pretty sure she was saying the same thing. Okay, point blank, period. So that's literally all I got to say. He know what he doing. If he love it, I like it. Shit. Mm-mm. So ain't nobody gonna make no book and be talking about that. Even though people do have their opinions and stuff. Mm-mm. People have their opinions on that. But mm-mm. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. I ain't going out of town, honey. I'm not going out of town for no damn month. Mm-mm. Be away from my doggone man for no month. Child, no. And he right there. Honey, no. Okay? Mm-mm. I mean, when I can go, okay? When I could just easily just go. So, I don't know. That's a whole nother that's a whole nother topic in itself. That's a whole nother topic in itself, you know? Because people might be asking, why she don't ever go? Or, they might be saying that. And some people be like, honey, she said they get along and this and that. I mean, me myself, that's really not a topic to me. Tell you the truth. To be honest with you, that ain't no topic to talk about. Honey, if you was there from over here, okay, from day one, then you know. Okay, you know that ain't no topic to talk about. Point blank, period. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Honey, I threw a lot of things. For me, a lot of things I threw in the towel with. Because one thing I don't do, my mother is dead and gone. Okay? And one thing I don't be playing around with that. I don't be playing around with the dead. I don't be playing around with elders. I don't be playing around with babies, animals. I'm just not like that. I'm built a lot of ways, but that ain't one of them. Okay, that ain't one of them to abuse. And be doing all that. That no, 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 no. Just some things. No, it ain't. Mm-mm. But I will say this: I threw in the towel. I threw in the towel with that. Okay, with that over there. When I said my piece, I think it was. Was it a month or two ago? I said my piece and I meant my piece. Okay? I don't gotta sit up and lie. If a mug got to, hey, Ann, if a mug got to sit up and lie about what they said and what they did, and if they ever did this and ever did that, if they got to say that they ain't damn struck, nobody, if they got to sit up and say that, then, honey, that's them, not me. Okay? I'm just saying. So, yeah, I threw the towel in on that. Mm-mm. I'm good. How you doing, Ann? I hope you doing good. But I'm all right. And thank you for asking too. Yeah, y'all, but and I know, ooh, I know he, well, one thing I can say though, thank you, Ann said I subbed. I appreciate the support. Y'all know, I had told y'all, I like literally, I got, cause, with them false strikes and stuff, okay, I did that. I locked my channel. Like, I went and privated, I know about over almost 800 videos, probably over 800. I sure did. I went through, honey, and I privated, I mean, just about all my doggone channel. All that, I'm coming for blood, and all that. Oh, no, all that. I said, oh, for real? Yeah, because remember I told y'all, I was like, I was going to just let the strikes expire until I seen that, oh, damn, every 3 days, here come another one. Here come another one. Here come another. I said, well, damn. Yeah. It went just like that. And so I locked my channel and stuff. And then, y'all do know, came the rebirth. Okay? Came the rebirth. And I was like, wow. Can I have a hint for a YouTube channel? Like, a hint? You want to start a channel? Well, like, what would your niche be? What are you passionate about doing? Like an idea? What are you passionate about doing? I say this. I don't know. I don't know. But I can tell you, um, art, football. No, art. What? Art, fight. Huh? What is that? Football. I would tell y'all. I wish I had my I got a Oh, so art, football. What is? Oh, art and football. You passionate about football? Well, you could talk about the you could talk about the players. You could talk about the players. Because redoing. Oh, do I like art? No, not necessarily. I mean, I like it to look at, but I don't know nothing about it. What you talking about? Like art in them art museums and stuff? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I was reading something. But Anne Marie said, "Do you like art?" Like, yeah. I mean, but to look at and stuff, but not to like go and buy or sit up and talk about no art. No, no, I don't like it that much. Yeah, I don't like it that much. But yeah, that's a idea. If you just like football or whatever, you could talk about the players. If you like art, you could talk about the art. I guess you could do that, show the art or whatever the case may be. Okay, a YouTube channel, a YouTube channel. Um, Not to be a creep, but how old are you? Old enough to chew cornbread without getting choked? That old. Mm-hmm. That old. Mm-hmm. But yeah, YouTube channel, y'all. It is not. It's not hard. Yeah, you got a lot of mistakes and a lot of typos. Yeah, you got a lot of typos now. So I am 15. Well, honey, you got to go. Bye. But thank you for the sub. She'll probably take that sub back. But y'all, yeah, people be weird, honey. But they know how to step. They know to come correct. Or don't come at all. They know to come correct. Yeah. Or don't come at all. Try to, come in on a positive type of time. But dang, couple comments later, come all the way out the bag. Yes, they do. Mm-hmm. Yes, they do. But y'all, I keep yawning. I keep yawning. So yes, I'm gonna get on up out of here in this live, y'all. Y'all already know how I do and all that good stuff. Okay. Mm. So I'm gonna get up out of here because I'm yawning and stuff, and I don't wanna just keep on. I don't wanna keep on. Uh, yawning is contagious. All right. So y'all know y'all in the I know that I know that um you can't even understand nothing y'all trying to some of y'all be trying to talk junk and can't even get it together before you come up in here. Shit. Can't take people like that serious. You can't. Can't take people like that serious, honey. It's almost like you can't take them people over on Facebook serious. Okay? I'm that real. You can't take people on Facebook cause honey, if it ain't the gram or Twitter, yeah, I'm just saying. Ain't nobody messing with ain't nobody messing with no damn Facebook like that. People telling their business every second, every 5 minutes. It's something else. It's another post. That shit, man. So y'all already know y'all in the friend zone. Okay? Now you do know that the secondary channel is the friend zone reloaded. All right? Now y'all, make sure tomorrow, tonight, if you got time, check out my little short, okay? All right, then check the full video out, for real. But that's over on, no, I shared it over here, too. I shared it over here. The last post that I made, that video, that's talking, literally, the title is A New Era or something like that. The Friend Zone Reloaded or something, okay? But, y'all know I have my Instagram, my TikTok, my Stand Store, my Amazon affiliate link. Okay? All of that stuff is going to be in the description box of this video. I'm not going to link it. I ain't even going to lie. I'm so tired. Yeah. But you can find it. You can find it on my description page when I be that tab where it's the page description. You'll find it over there. You'll find it in any other live stream that I done dropped. Um, all of the information that you might need to follow your girl, okay? Because, I mean, literally, y'all. Boy, I wish it wasn't. I wish I wouldn't sleep, okay? Because y'all already know. But boom, I'm going to get on up out of here. And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow morning.